Hello, what is happening, everybody, and welcome to Team Empire versus Ninjas in Pajamas. Team Empire are currently up 2-1 on the Pajamas, so they can actually end the series as of right now. It is, for those of you who are in doubt, it's the best of 5 to move on to the Europe qualifiers finals. And whoever loses will jump down into the lower bracket and will be playing for a spot in the finals up against Balkan Bears. We do have, so far, have the Io, the Troll, the Lena banned out from Team Empire. Sniper, Queen of Pain, Magnus, and Vengeful Spirit won't be seeing this game. Zeus, Juggernaut, Axe, and Dazzle certainly will be, and I'm actually kind of surprised Team Empire let the Dazzle-Axe combo through. But then again, you know, it was the first 2 picks, so now Empire, they gotta draft against it. They do have options with it. They could draft an Ancient Apparition as a lane support for Juggernaut. It's not super bad, actually. It's not very good either, but it's not half that bad on lane with the Juggernaut. Plus, we do also have the Bat Rider ban out, so NIP, unable to drag the Juggernaut into some dangerous spots, or the Zeus for that matter, as long as they can just keep him from getting his ulti off. And he synergizes somewhat well with Axe just from the extended lockdown. Plus, the Dazzle Shallow Grave able to keep the Bat alive as he moves back. So that's a rather solid ban out as well. Plus Lena, I mean that's just Lena. She's not exactly broken in this patch, but she's really, really good. If you have the right player on her, she can do so much damage. So we will have Team Empire probably looking to pick up possibly the support now, seeing the fact that they have a potential support slash mid laner. And a hard carry. The lucky thing about Zeus is you never really know where he fits into the lineup. He can play so many different positions that it's almost ridiculous. He can play your core Zeus, like your position 2 Zeus. He can even go mid, just get his ultimate, and then fall down to position 5, potentially position 4. We got the Skywrath Mage, so no position 5 Zeus this game. As of right now, at least, I don't think the Skywrath is going to be getting that much farm, but he is significantly good. He's actually quite good up against Axe. As soon as he calls, he's going to be locked into one spot, and Mystic Flare is going to be raining down on top of him unless he gets a Force Staff, and that's just forcing another item out of him. Plus, he's not half that bad up against Dazzle. If they can get some form of lockdown, this Skywrath is going to be super good. So I'm thinking maybe a core Zeus with the Juggernaut as position 1, position 2 Zeus, and then Treant as position 3. It might not make for that great of a lane, but it's going to make a very, very huge impact once you get later into the game up against this Axe Dazzle. Because Skywrath, he can just lay down some serious fire. It's only about 2.5 seconds, the Mystic Flare. And Overgrowth should be 3 seconds if I'm not mistaken, or something like that, 3 to 4. They could also actually go and pick up a Phoenix. That would not be half that bad either, just to secure our off lane. Works very much, actually just Phoenix, Treant would not be bad, like together. Because you got the lockdown of Treant, and you got the egg and the tankiness of Phoenix for those team fights. Plus, though, the Magnus is out. So that's a rather unfortunate form Skywrath Juggernaut would synergize so well with Mag. But they have decided to pick them up regardless, or at least the Skywrath. Ninjas in Pajamas. They're looking for one more pickup, and it's going to be the Lion, actually. I'm actually surprised about that. But when he does get the Aghanim Scepter, he works well with Axe. But in that case, you just should have let the Mag through and pick him up immediately. But then again, Empire, they had first pick. So it might not have gone through, probably just safer to ban it. But he's going to work somewhat well with together with Axe, because the Scepter AoE is 200, and that's pretty much how close those heroes, at least the melee heroes, are going to get to Axe. So that could be a problem for the Juggernaut when Lion gets an Aghanim Scepter. So we might see Dazzle as the full support, as the hard support, and then Lion actually focusing a little bit more on farm, trying to find some free farm where the lanes are pushed in. Sand King gonna be picked up as well. I'm really liking this pickup. It's not super good with the Skywrath Mage, but Sand King overall in those fights where everything just kind of stands still, which it will be because the Axe is all about being in the middle of that fight and not really moving around too much, it's going to be so amazing. But Shadow Fiend, oh, that's going to be a beastie hero to have to go up against, but Once again, not actually all that good against Juggernaut because of the Omni Slash. If he gets it off and Shadow Fiend's alone, he's in trouble. Plus, he doesn't deal well with burst damage, though he should work somewhat okay against Zeus in lane. So we will have the last two bans coming out here in about a second. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's gonna be the Phoenix ban out from Team Empire. And if obviously with the Sand King picked up, Phoenix is not super good. It could be a support lane Sand King, which means that the Phoenix would have made sense to pick up, but I just don't think it's gonna be. Yeah, they're actually anticipating an off-lane Sand King here. Shadow Demon is now banned out. They could also dual lane both, try to get Sand King a bit of free farm, and then have Skywrath Mage just kind of roam in and out of the jungle, stacking the camps when he feels that it's safe to leave Juggernaut alone. Because Jugs is a good early fighting hero, but he still doesn't like being left alone. I mean, he has a way of getting out with a Blade Fury, and it's not half that bad up against this lineup, except for the Lion. And if they just make sure that he doesn't lane up against Lion, that should be somewhat fine. I mean, Axe is going to have a Blink Dagger after about 10 minutes, 10-11 minutes. But that's when Juggernaut, he's ready to go. That's when he's somewhat able and ready to fight with that Omni Slash. That should be about level 1 by then. A bit more than that, maybe. Or at least he should be like level 7 or something. It all depends on how much farm he actually gets in lane and how the early game is going to look like. As the Invoker, so it's not a mid Zeus, it's actually a support Zeus. That's rather surprising. So they're going to choose to lane the Zeus together with the Skywrath Mage. So it's going to be a Jug, Skywrath, Zeus lineup. And Slaughter out from Ninjas in Pajamas. I'm liking this pickup. I'm liking it a lot. Just the sheer force, the brute force that Slaughter brings to the team, and the tankiness as well. So you have two big guys up front, which is Axe and Slaughter, which means that that's the space that Shadow Fiend needs to just lay down pure damage and not have to worry about any kind of damage coming in. And yeah, Team Empire, they're ahead by 2. NIP only got 1 game so far. Hanskin is going to be rotating towards that bottom lane together with Limp. I do think that Nip, they have the better late game at this point. But Jugs and Shadow Fiend, they're both about fighting relatively early. It's going to be a matter of the Invoker versus maybe somebody like the Slaughter, how that actually turns out. But then again, Juggernaut, he's not bad. It's not that he's bad late game, he just kind of falls off a bit in terms of getting locked down, because the last couple of levels don't scale all that well. But yeah, Unison Fan is going to be on and axed with that absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blade. Does it have a... No, it doesn't. That is the Corpse Maker. Absolutely amazing blade. So he's going to be sitting on that axe down the bottom lane. They have 4 grouped up Seal Kit. It's going to be on the Dazzle NIP Era. Mr. Era is going to be on the Shadow Fiend. Limp is going to be sitting on the Slaughter. And Hanskin, last but not least, is going to be on that support. Up on top lane, Empire, they got the top rune locked down big time. Invoker is sitting there with a little wizard hat. That's actually rather cool. I haven't seen that hat before. That actually looks pretty... Looks both silly and cool at the same time, but that's going to be Resolution playing him. Always Wanna Fly is going to be sitting on the Skywrath Mage. Mr. Sink, he's on the offlane, played by Yoku. Zeus is actually on mid. No, he's not. He's just blocking the wave. I was like, what? Resolution support much? But Zeus is going to be picked up by Aloha Dance and probably going to be moving off to the offlane as soon as he's done dealing a bit of harass here to Era. This is going to be throwing out the Arch Lightning a couple of times. Empire, Mr. Silent, is going to be sitting on that Jugs, and that should pretty much cover the lanes down in that bottom lane, though. They're actually dual laning it as of right now, NIP. They got, of course, the Dazzled Axe combo, which is absolutely incredible, so it won't actually only make sense now that I think about it. Zeus is also rotating towards that top lane. They should be able to somewhat deal with him as of right now. But they got to make sure that Axe doesn't get anything, because he's going to be such a pain in the ass for Juggernaut to have to deal with in lane. But down on bottom lane, that means the Yoku will have somewhat of an easier lane. But then again, it is up against heavy, heavy lockdown from this line.
None for you.
And Unison Fan just taking a bit of harass as well, but he's got 3.8 in base regen. This is ridiculous. That is some serious regen. It's just gonna pop the Battle Hunger, force Skywrath to last it one time. But he's actually dropping quite low. Spin out from Juggernaut, trying to repel him off. He does realize that the Skywrath is dropping to his absolute minimum and can't afford to lose him this early. Oh, Axe though. He might be in a bit of trouble, but he's going to be able to salve up and walk out of there. On that mid, how we're actually looking in terms of the last hits. Invoker taking the lead here. He's somewhat decent up against the Shadow Fiend, especially with the cost build. Doesn't really have a whole lot of options in terms of what he wants to go with the Quas. With the Quas. But Quas Wax Invoker definitely incoming. Hanskin. They're just trying to force out Sand King at all costs. He's got 2 last hits so far, so they've been doing a relatively good job of doing that. Has already picked up the Blades of Attack, so he's going straight for a fast pair of Phase Boots. And then again, you know, he is dealing with a very, very heavy harass lane, so the extra mana regen should help him out quite a significant amount. Oh, so close to the clashes. This top lane is getting hot. Stazzle moves in. Does have the Shadow Wave available. Doesn't have the Shallow Grave. Now does. Now does have the Shallow Grave. That's going to be working in the Axe's favor. He could actually jump at least the Skywrath Mage. Skywrath is slightly faster. He needs the boots first before he can really do anything. And now the harass is just coming out. Juggernaut, Empire, Mr. Silent just trying to take whatever he can. As the lane is pushing in big time. And that's something Axe actually has to be careful about, which he has managed quite well. Oh, the rotation. Hanskin might be looking for something here. Have to watch 2 lanes at once. Resolution. Throwing out a bit of harass on Era. And Hanskin returning back. Doesn't really feel it. Maybe Resolution. Oh, they're actually going in on Era. Is he gonna drop? He's dropping so low. 70 HP. And up on top. Oh, they did also have the rotation. Or not exactly. He's just started to try to farm up his Blink Dagger. Maybe a quick pair of Arcane Boots first. And then return back to lane though. Just make sure he has the mana for everything. Slaughter actually taking the lead on last hits. So they gotta watch out by not giving this guy too much space. Get him too much farm. Oh, they're going on fly. This is problematic. Unison Fan is gonna get 1 spin, but it's not gonna be enough to kill him off. And now Silent moving back in. He wants to get a couple of hits off. He's got actually turning back in. He's got to watch out for the Battle Hunger. It's on cooldown, but there isn't enough mana. They're just going to be forcing Unison Fan out. It's just too strong. It's too massive. It's a burn through. But yeah, Hanskin. Oh, hold on. Yoku. He's sitting on with the high ground. It's not a particularly long stun, but it's possible. And now my screen, I think it just black screened it as to. No, it doesn't. Just got a bit of lag there. But yeah, they got 2 rotations coming in. Yoku sitting there. He's probably going to be rotating top trying to find this axe because Skywrath is back in base. And when he gets healed up and returns back, they gotta kill. Unison Fan. Trying to find somebody. Doesn't see him. Trying to loop around for Silent. Now Skywrath Mage is back in. Unison Fan, he might be in a bad spot. Sand King joining in as well. I think they're looking for the axe as of right now. Yep, they're definitely looking for the axe. Just going to take the safe kill, and he should fall as the first blood. Not yet, though. Going to go for the spin. It's not going to get it off. It's not going to get that crucial first blood. That's actually going to go to the way of the Zeus. Had they been unfortunate there with the RNG gods, those spins would have killed him, but nice job out from Zeus keeping him contained. And Juggernaut now got the phase boots as well. Spins are physical damage, so they do go through. Silent. That's going to give him some space at least to farm. Because Axe is actually keeping up, and that's not what Axe should be doing at this point. They should be forcing him out so much. Faking the call. But yeah, Steel Kid unable to do absolute bollocks as of that fight. He was pinned down all the way through that fight. There was no way that Axe, aka Unison Fan, would have survived that. Maybe a quick shallow grave, but then he would have risked his own life, and that could have turned very, very quickly into a double kill. Now the rotation's coming in again. They want to go again. I think they want to find Dazzle this time. Sky with Mage rotating in for him, cutting them off. Yeah, they're definitely looking for Seal Kid this time, and he's going to fall. No problem there. Unison fan is just going to say, screw all of you, I'm out of here. This is not the start that NIP were looking for. If they lose this one, it's problematic. Era has found a double damage from, but it's just going to be for the waves. Because there's nobody to gank on the map currently. Everybody literally, except for Resolution, is sitting up on top. But I do think, yeah, in terms of gold, NIP, they're still sitting on a about 500 gold lead. That's basically nothing, but I mean, it still shows that those 5-man rotations have cost them in terms of gold. But then again, you know, they're building everything around this Juggernaut and the Invoker to make sure that they do well. They haven't actually gotten the first blood, but still. Or just the kill. They haven't gotten any of the kills so far. Axe, oh, he's gonna call silent. This is, he's gotta try to get out of there. He does have a Blade Fury plus a healing ward, but it's probably just to put him low. Aloha. Just back in there already again, but if he gets caught out one more time silent before he manages to heal up, that's a dead Juggernaut. Yep, he's just gonna dig into the trees here. Hasn't actually tried to heal up yet. Unison fan is gonna be taking a bit of damage here. As they're gonna try to go on him silent. Now rotating in, they gotta watch out for the call. If he gets it off on silent, that would be a disaster. And looks like he will get it off on somebody, but not enough. Juggernaut, lucky slashes. Able to find a kill. Super solid play out by Empire so far. 4-0. And Resolution even getting a kill. He's even gotten the kill so far as well. Looking so solid. Shadow Fiend though taking the first tower of this game. So he's going to be quite satisfied with that. Just not satisfied about the start that they've actually gotten. Slider now has a very, very quick Blink Dagger. It's about 8 minutes in. So he's going to be starting to work miracles with that. He's got back up all the way down there in bottom lane from Hanskin. They've been able to secure so much farm for him. 60 last hits in about 8 minutes. That is ridiculous. Plus 28 denies. He didn't even need to deny those. Limp. They're putting pressure on the tower. Resolution, he's sitting in there. They think they want to go for him. He senses danger. He doesn't see the Slaughter. On the top lane, Unison Panda is trying to find some creeps here. As he's gone down twice so far. It's really slow this farm. Era coming up the middle lane up to Aloha Dance. He's going to be racing a couple there. Going to be trying to put a bit of pressure on it. Always going to fly. It's going to be coming in here. But there is no backup there. Just trying to force him out. Resolution though. He's in the fray. Actually going for paired triangles. No, excuse me. That was not Resolution. That was Zeus. I was like, wait a minute. He's already got phase boots. Up on top lane though, we might see an engagement here. Unison fan, he's going to get caught out here. Silent, there is no ulti available as right now. Limp though, rotating in. Nice. Blade Fury out from Silent, able to at least somewhat make his escape. Yoku's going to get behind his armors as well. In the meantime, on the other side of the fight, Shadow Fiend, he might actually drop. That would be a huge disaster. Now Limp joining in. Aloha Dance, he's in trouble. Is he going to fall? Yes, he is. The dunk out from Max. Yoku is just going to try to make sure that this guy with Mage escapes, but might pay with his own life. Yes, he will. That was not worth it. Now there's even a third guy, Resolution. Oh, my man. You almost got caught out there. And Hanskin is actually finding free farm bottom. That was the 2 kills without Hanskin. And he just found himself a bit of free farm. He's basically got his Triangle Boots done as well, depending on what he actually want to go. I would say Triangle Boots would be a good option, but he could also just go straight axe. Straight axe or straight blink would also work. So let's get him in position. Rotations out on top. Yoku, he's looking for somebody, not going to find him. He's got to get that Blink Dagger quickly. Silent going to be taking those stack creeps. So right now, always want to fly. Just gonna be trying to scout people out here. That's down on bottom lane. Limp, they want to jump on Aloha. They're gonna get the crush off. Plus the ulti out from Slaughter, and that's gonna be more than enough resolution rotating down. I don't think that's a fight you want to take, buddy. Because this Slaughter is on fire so far. He's 101, 62 last hits, and only getting outfired by 1. But he's gonna actually jump the line. That should be, yep, definitely enough for that tornado. Now Limp, though, he's going in. Is probably gonna be able to pick off resolution, or at least get the crush on him. Not sure if he's got enough damage. He might have. So much damage going down. Holy hell, it's gonna back out. Rotation has been forced out from Aloha. Silent, he's looking for something. Might be able to get Seal Kid. It's gonna be waiting out the shallow grave. Spinning for it. Could let it rip. There's only about 3 bounces. Yoku, he's waiting though. It's gonna stun in. And now the re-engagement. Where's the ulti? Not gonna go just yet. There is no shallow grave, so I'm not sure why he's not going. But they're just like, Axe. Oh, what the? Ooh, you're up against the 2 nastiest heroes in this game so far. Slaughter and Shadow Fiend. Who's 201 and 102. And just compensating for the Axe's hideous early game. But yeah, Hanskin has found a bit of farming. He's gonna be... He has picked up his triangles, has the finger available. And that's a lot better than his counterpart. It's going to be the Zeus in this case, who's only level 5. Resolution, he's just sitting down there. Has kind of fallen off in terms of last hits. Working his way towards what looks maybe like an Orchid, actually. Limp is going to get tornadoed up in the air. Now Aloha, he's going to get frogged. They're just committing everything on him, just wanting a quick pick off. Resolution as well, he might be in trouble. Era, he does have a haste rune. He could die for it if he wanted to, but it would be too risky up against the Invoker. Up on top lane, Silent. There's a Unison fan. It's gonna be blinking out. He's just teasing him. Or teasing him. I do a Bo5. Slaughter. It's gonna be moving top. As Silent, he's gonna be in so much trouble now. Axie's got Blink Dagger, has revealed, but is the range enough? Silent, you gotta be careful, my man. They're going on him. Where's the jump? The Battle Hunger is just there. He's actually not gonna jump him. He was underneath the tower. And now the entirety of Empire, they're gonna be meeting them up here. Meeting and greet. Who's gonna be taking the first initiation? I don't think anybody wanted to back out. It's Limp who's going to jump in first on a Silent, plus the call as well. So Silent, he should fall immediately. Not exactly. It's actually not even going down. Going to be bringing down the Axe. Now Seal Kid and Limp, they're on. They're all getting chased down. Seal Kid is going to die. No, he's going to heal. Plus the shallow grave. What a play there. And their Era comes in. Going to be using one up. They want to secure. Oh, no. Not going to happen. The Seal Kid's escape. And there's the ultimate as well. Era, he might be in over his head here. Is going to get cold snapped. Hanskin. He's going to be joining the fight as well. He does not have a finger. Jump in from Sand King. He does not have an ultimate. He hasn't actually skilled it yet, but they're going to be fighting at least one more pickup as Era barely clips the tornado. And there it is. Zeus going to be taking that last little hit there. Nice play out from Empire. Limp actually even in trouble and is going to fall. They're in over their heads. Unison fan even not able actually to do anything. There's an Invoker in the area. They might even be able to pick off the Axe again. This would be a disaster. Oh, there's the Donk. At least getting some redemption at Dazzle. Now back in, going to be securing Unison fans. Somewhat escape, but yep, it's going to wear off. And no spins, and there goes the Dazzle again. That's way too many deaths. And Empire, I think they should start putting some pressure on some of the towers. Looks like they will just go for Roshan off the back of this. How many times did they die, actually? It was a full team wipe. And then Axe died twice. No, once. He died once. Dazzle died twice. And that was about it. Dazzle died twice. Because Axe made it out. So that was actually 6 kills. Alright, not going to go for Roshan. Feeling it's a bit too risky. Going to be going for the Ancients instead. But yeah, 6 kills out from Empire. That should be bringing them in like quite comfortable, or actually not lead as of right now. NIP, they get some redemption with those early Slaughter engagement, but just overstayed their welcome. As Empire now going to be taking charge of that experience graph after it went up in basically 400 or 4,000. Likewise with the with the net worth. Just going up and then just plummeting back down. Because Nip are the faster farmers, but when this Juggernaut gets banging, it's gonna be so hideous for him. Hanskin, he's gonna get found here. No way you're gonna be escaping Resolution plus Tornado. Habuski is gonna be one gone line. And Resolution, he's on a mega killing streak. He's found 5 kills in this game so far. This is hideous for NIP. Juggernaut, Mask of Madness plus the Yasha gives him excellent attack speed. Resolution might actually find Limp here. He's just gonna go on him. There is no backup for Limp as of right now, so he should definitely fall. And there it goes. And the issue is, this is where NIP should actually be really, really good. I mean, they weren't even fighting up against the Sand King Epicenter last time. I'm going to be jumping in on Axe Unison fan. It's just going to be sitting there, unable to do absolutely nothing. There is a courier on the stakes as well. It's actually running for Unison fan. It's going to be picking up his Vanguard. Now going to be reinitiating with that newfound power. But the ultimate out from Skywrath on point. Shadow Fiend getting a Yules. Now Resolution though, it's going to be all on him. He's just sitting down in the lower part of the map. It's going to get brought down. So at least some redemption up from NIP. And Silent, he's actually just farming out enemy territory as of right now. But yeah, nice ultimate out from Skywrath securing that axe. But it was actually close to being worth it for NIP. Not exactly, but close to. Era. They're pinging the Roche Pit. I'm not entirely positive why, but they're pinging it. Or at least Invoker is. I think it was thinking that somebody were in there. Or that they should just go for it. But yeah. Silent so far. He's now looking very, very solid on farm. Catching up to the Shadow Fiend. And he's got his S and Y in a couple of minutes here. In about one more creep, actually. I'm not entirely sure how the Ancient, or how much the Granite Golem gives you. But it's going to be 115, very, very close to about 100 gold away from the Yasha. Now they're going to be smoking up for the Roshan. There are wards out, so NIP won't suspect anything. Yoku going to be rotating up towards the top there. They do not see it. Now Ultimate is going to scout him out. Now they might actually take a fight instead of doing the Roshan. Hanskin's going to go down immediately. No Lion Finger is going to be of any significance in this fight. Tornado going to go out from Resolution. Yoku, they're just trying to... Nope, they're not going to fight it. Silent. Empire. They're trying to do this. They're actually just trying to fight this. Holy hell. Era is not interested going to get brought down. He did Yules out of that ultimate, and 3 down for Empire so far. Now Axe jumping in, double call, and it's going to be a full team wipe from NIP, and they're going to be taking the Roche to swinging everything right back in their favor. What a team fight out by NIP. I thought for sure that they were going to go down, but that Sand King, he did not actually use the ultimate. And now the Aegis is going to go on Nip, Era, excuse me. Aegis is going to go on Era as he's about to finish up his BKB. And this right here is a force to be reckoned with. Era trembling through in this game. Showing off his Shadow Fiend here. As the game is now going to be coming to a pause. Sand King. He's got Staff of Wizardry, Soaring, Boots of Speed, and the Blink Dagger. I'm not entirely positive he's actually going for an Axe first. Because with this lineup right here, I would say that a Vial of Discord would suit him much better. But that might actually go the way of either the Skywrath or the Zeus when they finally get around to getting a bit of farm. But Vial of Discord would be such a good pickup, especially if you pop it on the Axe when the Mystic Flare comes down. Because that's going to be extending or giving you so much extra damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As Yoku. Yep, just taking all that farm. He's actually got quite a decent amount of farm, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough, at least for his counterpart. I would say this counterpart, this game might be the Slardar. They have different mechanics, but that's at least the position they're playing currently if we look at it. Slaughter is playing position 3. Lion, or the Sand King is playing position 3 as well, so. But yeah, what I actually fear is that NIP, they have no, like, full-on carry, except for the Shadow Fiend, and he's relatively squishy. If they can stall out the Slaughter, and if they can stall out the Axe, they got a good shot at getting rid of all the damage that Shadow Fiend packs with them. Which is probably why Shadow Fiend is getting the Yule Scepter and the BKB, and why everything currently is going on him, because they gotta make sure that he gets somewhat nicely out of the fights. Ultimate is gonna be scouting out. It's basically what it's only can be used for as of right now, just scouting. Because it's only 225 damage. It scales very, very well though. As Lion is now going to be picking up his Blink Dagger. Relatively nice pickup for a Lion. 21 minutes in, that's not half that bad. He's actually been able to find some form of farm. He's 39 last hits, actually catching up to the Sand King, and in terms of net worth, not exactly sitting close. Zeus, who has been taking a bit of extra farm, has now got the catch-up Midas, is of course going to be out farming the Lion pretty much no matter how you put it. Now the smoke out from NIP, they want to try to see if they can find something rotating into the jungle, but there's nobody sitting in there. Aloha Dance and Resolution are the closest targets as of right now, as Always Want to Fly, basically the rest of the Empire squad have rotated top. Going to be sitting over the high ground, they want to initiate onto somebody. I don't know if they actually see Resolution, going to be rotating off to the back here. Maybe all the way up
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
To the rest of Empire, Yoku, Fly, and Silent. And TPs are coming out. They know they're about to get jumped. TP out from Skywrath is going to be able to get it, yes, but Silent is not going to be so lucky. Everything going on to him, plus the donk out from Axe. Nice little pick off there. Aegis now reclaimed in about 2 minutes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I would say just use that Aegis. Put it to use. Don't pop the BKB though. 10-second charge would be wasted in case everything goes to hell.
Radiant's top tower has been
Zeus
denied.
got a Void Stone, so working his way towards what is potentially very much going to be a Yule Scepter.
Top tower is under attack.
Empire, they've just abandoned their top tower. Going to be putting pressure on mid, maybe trying to force out a couple of rotations because they know they cannot defend top against a 5-man push. But they're actually going to be backing off. I was totally expecting them to try to at least get some damage done to that mid lane tower. Potentially even take it. But looks like they'll trade it for not even a double damage room because that's going to go the way of Axe. Not even, he's just pinging it out. Yoku, he's just going to be walking in and taking that. Oh, you got to be feeling dumb now. Unison fan, nothing against you, but that was just at least secure the rune. Like, to stay near it. Resolution, he's deep within enemy grounds, trying to find a pickoff here. But they're nobody. As of right now, NIP, they're fighting as a squad. Staying together, it's a good team. And might find a pickoff here. The Shadow Fiend, he's super duper fast for that Yule Scepter. And who's the unfortunate soul? Resolution, he's still in this. He's still for quite a while. NIP, they might actually be looking to contest high ground here in a couple of seconds. And that could be super big. Or they're just currently just sitting inside the jungle. Regeneration rune out by Yoko, and the pressure on bottom tower is forcing out Unison Fan. Gotta send somebody to rotate. And now they're gonna be trying for the smoke. They know they're sitting there. They got wards everywhere up in those top grounds. And Invoker, he hasn't even left Invis yet. He's still invisible. As the smoke is coming out underneath everything. Era is going to be able to blink away, but not for long, buddy. Because now everything is coming in. Ulti from the Zeus is going to be initiating the fight. No actual fight has erupted yet. Just to pick up on Shadow Fiend. I think they were hoping for a bit more, but Limp just wandering out of there. And NIP, they were like, nope, there's no way we can fight this. And probably the wiser choice, considering the fact that their Axe was pressuring bottom. Dazzle was trying to fend off mid. But yeah, NIP. Oh, they're going to be finding the Axe down here. He's going to be trying to call for it, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Aloha Dance joining in now. The rest of the Neb squad. Seal Kid He's not going to be fast enough in with the Grave, and he's just, yeah, he was just too far away. Nothing he could have done there. Force Staff out from Sand King, give him that extra bit of mobility, try to transition from one target into the next, or just, you know, extended range with that epicenter. It's not half that bad of a pickup. I would really love to see a Vial of Discord this came out from him. Vial of Discord into Ags. Steel Kid though, he's definitely gonna get found here. But there is a Hanskin available, so who do you go on? He's actually just gonna jump on Hanskin. Is the better pickoff? There is the double tornado. He's gonna be finding one. Regardless of the heal, now the TPs are coming in. See Limp. He's trying to find Invoker. There's the extra minus armor. But not going to happen in time. That's the Mithril Hammer. Probably going to be worked into a BKB, or it could actually even be a Desolator. Considering the fact that it's just a naked Mithril Hammer. Casual Mithril Hammer. Pressure once again being put on mid, and that's what I actually fear. Empire, they don't have a whole lot of pushing power. They have the Juggernaut, which is nice, but he doesn't have a Maelstrom or anything to push with. He has actually the Mantis Style. That's not half that bad. Radiant's Courier pick off by Resolution, but is he going to be paying with his own life? He's got a Force Staff up into the high ground. Scouting out Era, plus the Slaughter. With that suit's ult.
Top tower is under attack.
But yeah, Silent, he does have the push power with the Manta. Oh, pick off there. Shadow Fiend able to pick off the Skywrath. Bottom lane, Resolution. That looks very, very much like a Dagon on the Skywrath. Wow. It's very much like a Dagon. That's an interesting pickup. I don't think it is. It could get turned into a Rod of Atos, but it looks very, very much like a Dagon as right now. Yoku is going to be blinking out and managing to get out right before Hanskin hits him. And now they have left Era alone, though. Resolution, he's pinging for backup. They're going to be forcing out some rotations out on top. Resolution, he might want to try to delay Era in case he decides to rotate, because that could be a problem, but yeah, Silent, he's just going to be backing out. They got to get some detection out for Resolution. He's just too mobile as of right now. 726, 101 last hits. Not exactly much into... Oh, they're pinging. They know it. They know the Resolution he's sitting in there. And that's the unfortunate thing about Ghost Walk, though. And you see the immediate rotations here. Out from Limp and Steel Kid. They're like, alright, there's an Invoker in our jungle. We gotta get over there. Era, blinking up on high ground, probably. Yeah, just looking to clear off the waves. Skywrath looking to stack. And that right there is going to be the Ogre Club. You can work Deso Invoker in case you're going for straight right-click damage, but they got that covered with the Juggernaut, who's currently sitting on about 4k gold. That is crazy. It's crazy amount of damage. And there's your two ultimate orbs for the Scotty. Oh, Invoker. Gonna be finding Lion here immediately. Oh, excuse me, the other way around. Lion finding Invoker, so a bit of payback here from Hanskin. I was like, wait a minute, why is Lion still on the map? But Yoku, they're pressuring up those top lanes. Resolution, though, is down and out for the count, so I don't think there's a whole lot that this Empire team can do as of right now. Top lane Limp is going to be trying to force out the wave here. As Empire, they're sitting on the extra amount of kills. Oh, that is so unfortunate. That's going to mess with his last hit so much. It's actually not. He's the only one engaging. But yeah, Empires right now, they're sitting on the more kills, but in terms of raw push and IP, they have so much more. They got the Axe, which is very, very quick at clearing creep waves. They got Shadow Fiend as well, and that's pretty much all the push you need. Limp is not bad either, but you really want to be saving that Slithering Crush, even though it's a relatively low cooldown for those fights, and just saving your mana in general, because Slaughter is not a very mana-heavy hero. And that Slithering Crush is just going to drain you completely. Always want to fly. I don't think that's a Dagon. I'm thinking Atos, but if it's a Dagon, it's going to be it's going to be a crazy pickup. Oh, everybody, the entirety of the Empire squad are rotating downwards that bottom lane, except for one now. The whole fight erupts. Ultimate, left, right, and center. Silent is trying to make work of Limp, but the crush is being too much. Yoku didn't even get his ultimate off. He really needs that for the fights. That was a bit of a misplaced ulti from Skywrath Mage. Looking to try to see if they can find Limp. Era is going to be taking care of the Juggernaut, going to be using him up plus the ultimate. Unison Fan, he's looking for a pickup. Does have the blink dagger off in a couple of seconds. Might be able to find. Always want to fly first. Where's the dunk? Just going to be enough with the spins. Not going to be. Actually going to be continuing for resolution. But I don't think he's going to catch him in time unless they get some form of Jules on him. It is available, but there's the tornado, escape tornado. So as right now, Nip looking like the way better team. Looking like this will be a game number 5 that we'll be getting on our hands here. And this is looking like this might actually even be backs. I don't think there are buybacks. And the push power is just too strong. All Resolution can really do at this point is try to stall. But if they get picked off there, Empire, they have to be careful. If either of these two heroes get picked off, it's problematic. But yeah, Nip just going to be saying, alright, we're playing this safe, boys. We're retreating right now. And maybe even second Roshan. It is available. And depends on how quickly Empire can regroup. Looks like they will regroup relatively fast. And maybe even too fast if they were looking for a fight. Oh, Hanskin, he might fall immediately back up from Era. Resolution is going to get force-stepped all the way. And Yoku, this time letting go of the ultimate. But on the 2 BKB heroes, not able to do absolutely anything at all. And NIP, they're slaughtering this Empire team as of right now. Ultimate is going to come out from Zeus. Shadow Fiend, he doesn't have a whole lot of HP left. He's maybe going to be letting some damage go on silent. Aloha Dan's doing what he can from the far. Limp and Unison Fan maybe trying to retreat out here. Looks like they will maybe be able to Yoku. They're going to find Era. Important pickup here, and maybe even more. Oh no, Unison Fan got to be finding the Skywrath Mage. They don't have that. Looks like they want to go on silent. There's Hanskin. He's back into the fight. Unison Fan is going to get stunned up. Looking like they're going for Yoku as of right now. Aloha Dance, he's sitting off from the far. Actually, doesn't have mana for it, but there it is, the Force Staff. Aloha Dance is going to be finding a pick off there, so. But there is a buyback out from Hanskin, so I would say that Empire coming out on top in this fight. By not a very large margin. Oh, and that was even with low Empire heroes to start, or low Nip heroes to start out with. They're just fighting so well and maybe even going to be able to get him. Nope. Has drained all of his mana, was able to move out of the way in time. That could be so big. But there was a finger on cooldown, of course. Didn't really have the tools. It's just a hype. It's just a hype. Steel Kid has actually had, if you just look at the score, he's had a terrible game. But if you look at what amount of work he's actually been doing, he's not been having that half of a bad game. He's been able to get us some good shallow graves, some good weaves, and some good shadow waves. Hasn't really been using the poison touch, but that's just because it doesn't scale well. It scales like crap, to say the least. Scales more in mana, plus, even though it's less on cooldown, it's not exactly a good spell. Even though it does slow. But it's still not the most amazing skill in the book. Because it's only about 3 seconds of slow time. But still. He's been doing some significant work on this Dazzle. Juggernaut scouting out that Roche Pit. As of right now, making sure that there are no Nip heroes inside of there. Hanskin is just going to be draining that illusion immediately. And this is... do they have the smoke? They don't actually have a smoke, so looks like they can't go into Roche Pit as of right now. Zeus working straight refresher. That's not half that bad. Going to be focusing more on the damage as of right now. And Juggernaut, he's looking more and more farmed, but they got to make sure to pick him off immediately. He is the tankiest hero of the lot, so he's going to be the most difficult to bring down. But if they can remove him, they remove all forms of damage off from Empire, except for the magic damage. But they just have so many BKBs. Yep, Roche Pit. They know they're smoked, so they're just going to be checking out the Roche Pit. Looping around, Limp, that's a rather terrific idea. They're going to be taking the long route, but there are detection wards as of right now. So they're going to be taking the wrong route and going to be catching out maybe this entire Empire squad. Looks like this will be a big fight. BKB out from Slaughter, plus the Slithering Crush. Skywrath Mage is sitting off in the far. Juggernaut is going to jump. It's going to be Balefeared as well. Nice ulti out from Sand King, bringing both Hanskin and Dazzle, and going to be bringing them down completely. Suns Fan, or not Suns Fan, Unison Fan is relatively low. Aloha Dance got caught by the call, and there it is, that's the spin. And they're just trying to stall Sand King as of right now, Empire. They're taking a beating. Resolution is invis. They got to get him under some form of detection. Now he's not there anymore. Axe does not have the ultimate. He did miss it. If Era goes down, that's a disaster. Jonas and Van, he's blinking too far, going to be finding Resolution, and that's going to be a sure kill on him, so the carry for the carry. And actually, I think he's able to just make it back out. I don't think sinking. Does he actually have enough damage? I don't think so. Axe is regenerating by about 15. But this is going to be interesting to see who actually came out on top in this fight, because I have no idea. That was just the last bit of the fight there. Oh, no, Yoku. You're in danger, my man. Seal Kid rotating in, and that's going to be one dead Yoku. And this is now a team wipe. That play right there made sure that NIP came out on top in that sense, but still no real push going on. So Empire, they have time to reset and rethink what they actually got to do to bring down this NIP train, who's currently steamrolling. They managed to bring it down from about 2,500 with a couple of good team fights, but that was actually not a convincing team fight up from either side. It was very, very scattered. Everybody were just scattered off to the sidelines. Good use of the ulti, I think, out from Sanking, because he was just off in the distance trying to burn out the Dazzle and the Lion before they even got their ultimates off. So if he makes sure to do that again, which probably won't happen. Oh, there's smoke. They're looking for more. I don't know if they know that that Silent is actually sitting in there. Yep, that's the wards. They're going to be scouting them out. Going to be jumping straight on the Silent. He's Blade Fury, but that goes through. Jonas Van eating an entire ultimate to the base, but going to be killing off the Sky Mage in the process. Silent, he's looking so vulnerable, is amplified as well. Is going to be letting go of his ultimate, and there it is, the crush. Resolution going to work on Hanskin here, but now Air comes off from the rear. Invoker does have the Ghost Walk, but it's not going to be enough. Seal Kid picking up that kill. Ultimate coming out from Zeus. Not going to be able to find anybody, and he's in trouble as well. There is the call just on the edge. Yoku, he's maybe looking to charge. Nope. Not worth. He was like, maybe to try to save my my buddy Zeus, but then realizing he was going up against 4 NIP heroes. Hashtag not worth. Forcing out the buyback from Invoker, and looks like they're satisfied with that. They still have every ulti except for Lion's Finger in the book available as of right now. But then again, those are not exactly long cooldown ultimates. But looks like they'll just take a Roche for now, try to play it safe, as they have just taken the lead by about 2.5k again. They got a lead, they threw it, got a lead, got an even bigger lead, threw it, lead, threw it, lead. Same story with the experience graphs. And Nip looking like the team to beat here. It's their game to lose as of right now. Resolution. Oh, this is looking problematic. If there's a Blink Dagger out from Slaughter, they could find him, and that would be so big. He doesn't have buyback, and if Resolution goes down, odds that's a disaster. Jump in from Yoku is able to get his ultimate off, but it's just going to be stopped up by the BKBs, missing the call, but Yoku's going to go down, and this might actually be GG. Skyroth is going to fall. Silent is just sitting there, buyback from Senking. He doesn't have anything to work with. As of right now, it's going to be trying to jump in, Era dropping low. He does have the H's, so he can actually afford to tank it. And now BKB has been popped. They're just going to be trying to keep the H's on them for a bit longer here. They could actually turn and fight this perhaps if they wanted to. Hanskin is back in. He does have a finger. They can manage to pick up some of the damage. At least. Oh, Jonas Pan going to be missing by half an inch there. Sanking is now going to get stunned up. Plus Hex, plus Fingered. Everything going out on him. He's almost going to go down. But there is no blink. There's no blink jump pass at this point, so a bit of a wasted ulti out from Lion, but didn't anticipate the Yule Scepter. Yeah, NIP definitely looking like the team to beat as of right now. Just shooting up, just completely maximizing that lead that they got so far. And Juggernaut, he's not been able to find anything this game at all. He's got a Scotty Mantis style, but if you look at in terms of last hits, he's not even close. He's about 50 short of Shadow Fiend, who is still farming. It's still working its way towards that butterfly. Gonna be forcing out a BKB out from Silent. Hanskin though. Yeah, double bracer and a blink dagger. Yep. Hold on. Vitality booster? I think it just felt like he needed the extra health. Might actually be working indoor Rod of Atos. Or maybe even, is it a Bloodstone Lion? Is this gonna be a Bloodstone Lion? That would be so amazing. Zeus almost got the refresher done. Axe now with the Boots of travel for the sake of the split push. I would say that he could actually use a heart at this point. Would not be half that bad. Maybe try to get rid of the force staff or something like that. I mean, it's been of a lot of use. But if they can just get a good initiation on him. I mean, it depends on what Slaughter actually goes. Looks like he's trying to work his way to a... that could very much either be a Shiva's or an Assault Cuirass, but Assault Cuirass would make a lot of sense in this particular game. Just in terms of... that gives you that tiny amount of extra push, plus dropping the already no armored Empire team even lower. Aegis is reclaimed in 2 minutes, so it looks like they might want to make some use of it here. As Slaughter, they're going to be rotating up. One goes north, one goes south. Nope, they're all going north. Around trying to find something. Limp. He's way far ahead of the group. Is not going to be able to get the stun off. Is going to be able to get the amplify though. Skywrath, he's in a bit of trouble. They got the slow off. No heroes will die as of right now. But Axe though, oh no, that's Era. That is super aggressive. Going to be able to pick up the Skywrath mates. Now everything going on to Resolution. He's going to go down. Silent. He's back in base as well. If they find him, it's over. If they find Silent, it's over. And looks like they might. Yep, they're going to find him. Shadow Fiend blinking forward and they got him. I don't think there's any way they can turn this. This is too much for him. I think this is too much to handle. Buybacks, not abundant. Looks like they want to take the middle lane first. They could just go for bottom X, but then again, the lane is not exactly pushed. They're just going to be skipping the creep wave. Maybe the force Alohadan's back. Yoku, though, he could just go for the YOLO epicenter at this point. That would be so amazing, but I don't think it's going to happen. And the tower is going to fall. Maybe even Rax. Looks like it will be Rax as well. Dazzle, he's actually got a force staff as well. Yeah, this is definitely Rax. Could it be more though? Era, he's just rotating straight down towards that bottom lane. Want to be forcing 2 lanes of Raxen. I don't know if this is too much for Empire to handle. Their D push is not exactly good. Zeus now has the refresher orb. I'm not entirely sure it's going to be a game changer. It looks like, yeah, the rest of NIP, they're rotating top. They want to take 3 lanes. They want to just get Megas immediately. I don't think it's going to be on time though, but Unison fam jumping in on the Lohadans. No ultimate out from Zeus. No double ultimate. Era. Where's he sitting at currently? Wanted to join in on the fight. Looks like they'll just force the push in. Aegis is now reclaimed. This is Empire's time to go. They don't have the Zeus though. That is the unfortunate thing, and they really got to fight as 5-man. But yeah, 2 lanes of Rax, and this is difficult for Empire to handle at this point. I mean, they constantly have to commit at least 1, maybe 2 heroes to defending the base. They do have the buildings who can suck up a little bit of damage, about 500, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, the Magnus. The Ninja Mag. That looks so neat. Black Hold. Whoa. Oh, I love looking at effigies. These pro players get very, very creative. That is cool. That is like very, very cool. And why you do this, NIP? Why you do this to Empire? They gotta make it a 5-game series, otherwise it wouldn't be a proper semifinals.
Money changes hands.
And NIP working their way towards that top lane as of right now. This is getting increasingly difficult for Empire to withstand. Oh god, this is so brutal. This is so brutal. Empire, they can't even leave their own base anymore. This is one of the pub nightmares that you sometimes pub into. And Slaughter even has the Assault Cuirass on as well. If we look at net worth for a second here, you can just see how the Axe, both the Axe, Era, and almost Slaughter is out farming the Jug. And he's not exactly going to be finding any more farm. As of right now, only the Megas, or only the Super Creeps, which barely give you any gold. down inside of the ancient stacks there. They're basically waiting for Roshan as of right now. I think they might, yeah, they're gonna be waiting for Roshan. And then when that comes up and online, if it's a short Rosh, they're gonna take it and they're gonna go for it. I would say maybe getting it on something like the Axe. Oh, Resolution. You're gonna go down, my friend. And this might be the time to push, actually. They got Resolution down enough with the count without buyback. And Shadow, yep, they're going for it. They're going for it. They're disregarding everything bottom. Working their way towards that top lane. This might be it. There is a triple buyback available, so that should be more than enough. And all those heroes got BOTs. Except for Slaughter. Axe does. They're ready and able to go. They actually got a smoke. But I'm not entirely sure what they're going to be using it for. Now jumping in. There's a tower to be taken as of right now. There is glyph fortification from Empire. It is available, so it could slow him down just a bit. Now everything going on to Era. He's going to drop almost immediately. Nice use of the shallow grave there. Out on Era. And now Lohadans is going to be refreshing. Going to be looking to get that second ultimate off. Not going to be able to. Unison Fantiz, no. Hanskin is sitting off in the rear there. It looks like they will pack off for now. They did get two, but Slaughter did fall. Silent, they're pulling him up towards the high ground. They could get a counter kill there. Is no Lion Finger available, excuse me. He has gone for the Rod of Eights house, actually. Just to follow up on that Vladimir's offer. Got them. Point booster, whatever it is. Silent is going to get caught out here. Is going to fall, and this might be it. This might be GG. Yoku is now going to get found again. Axe just too powerful, missing the dunk, but it doesn't matter. Buyback from Sand King. And the tier 4s are falling. This is going NIP's way so fast. And if we look at it, ever since they lost that team fight at about, I'm not entirely positive when that was, but that was about 30 minutes. It's just been going one way, and that's up for NIP. And this is going to be Megas. Resolution popping the BKB. They want to see if they can find something. The range tracks, they're so low. Axe jumping in on the Resolution. It is over. And always, they're trying to look for Hanscom, but that's not the pickoff you want. Now, Unison Fan and Era joining in. And this is a massacre. Yoku, the GG, they can't take it anymore. Empire are going to be losing this game number 4. And we're going to be going to a game number 5. The proper semifinals coming out from NIP here. What a game they had. It was just, if we got to do a bit of post-game analysis here, I think it was just too much damage for Empire to deal out, to dish out. There was just too much damage and too many BKBs. They had 2. They actually had 3. They had 3 BKBs. That completely counters out the Sand King, the Zeus, and the Invoker. And the Skywrath, for that matter. The Juggernaut was really the only one who was able to do damage, but that was the guy they focused immediately when they jumped into the fights. So, yeah, it was just too much damage, or too much magic damage, and 2 solid heroes, 2 big heroes to burn through. So, we might see some Axe bans coming out next from Empire. So, I'll just gonna go ahead and predict we're gonna be seeing a troll next game. On either team. I don't care which, but we're gonna be seeing a troll. I can promise you that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this. Be sure to subscribe if you want to help me out, try to get me a bit bigger, or just go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Either of those two, I don't really care. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.